Setting up the long-term section of my 2024 planner is going to be a lot of fun, so stay with me. Well, hi everyone, I'm Crystal from A Crystal Clear Life, where we focus on planning, organizing, and living a more simplified life. Today, I am very excited to come to you as we set up our long-term planning section in our 2024 planner. I cannot believe it is 2024 already. We are going to start from the very beginning. In the last video, I showed you the way that I went about deciding and designing my notebook, what it's going to look like for 2024. Today, we're ready to start creating that notebook. So we're going to go from the very beginning in OneNote, and I'm going to walk you through the process of how you create a new notebook, how you can add a background graphic to be a notebook container looking thing. And then we're going to go ahead and start setting up our long-term pages. So let's get right into the computer. And as you can see here on my screen, this is where we left off with the last video. I showed you how I set all of this up in PowerPoint and how I put my sections up here for my links for weekly things and important pages and all of my dailies and all of that. If you're interested in learning this part, I will leave a link to the video up above and in the description below, and you can go back and check that out. Okay, but for now, you see that this planner page is still in my 2023 planner. We are ready to start a brand new planner. Okay, all right, so you're not going to believe how easy it is to do this in OneNote. The first thing that I need to do is go up here to Notebooks. Right here at the top of the list, it says Add Notebook. That's what we're going to do. Now, when mine comes up, it says that I'm storing mine in OneDrive, and I want to do that because OneDrive is what allows me to have my notebooks synced to my desktop, which I am using now, to my iPad, which I use on the go and all over the rest of the house, and to my phone, which I use a lot when I am out and about or at the grocery store or something like that. So storing everything in OneDrive is very, very helpful. All right. The first thing that they want to know is, what do I want to call this notebook? I always name them the same thing. So this will be my 2024 Crystal's Life Planner. Okay. And one of the reasons that I put my name in the title of my life planner is I share my planner with the rest of my family. And my husband has notebooks in OneNote. My daughter has notebooks in OneNote. So it's much easier when you're looking at all of the notebooks that are out there that you can see right away whose notebook you're actually looking at. Okay. All right. So that looks good to me. And I just have to click Create Notebook. And it comes up and it says to me that your notebook has been created. Would you like to share it with other people? Now, as I said, what I normally do is I do the invite people, and it says to share it with, and it gives you a list of choices, people that you can put in there that you would like to have access to your notebook. Okay, so I can send them a message, I can add a link here, and all I have to do is click send and it will go. All right. But for today's purposes, what I am going to do is not share that notebook. I will share it at a different time for privacy reasons, of course. Okay. All right. So when you look back at the screen, you now see that it says the 2024 Crystal's Life Planner. Okay. If you look at all of my other notebooks here, there's 2023 Crystal Life Planner, 2021 Crystal's Life Planner, 2022 Crystal Life Planner. You see a pattern here, right? All right, so my notebook now happens to be all the way down at the bottom of the list, okay? And because I am going to be working in it more frequently, I want to move it. To move it, I need to click on it, and I can simply drag it. And you see that little line It will move it wherever I would like to move it. I'm going to put it all the way at the top because that's the one that I'm going to be working on the most at the moment. Okay? All right, so now it's at the top. It's there. It's ready to go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the notebook. Now, a quick overview. If you are new to OneNote, OneNote is set up just like a 3-ring binder, okay? One maybe that you used to use in high school, one that maybe your recipes are in. Maybe you have been a ring planner for a number of years. It's the exact same kind of thing, only it's in digital format. So over here on the far left-hand side, you see I have all of my notebooks that are open at the moment, and there are more notebooks that are not open. And from those notebooks, then you see these sections that go across the top, okay? Now, in my 2023 planner, if I click back on that one, you can see that I have all of these sections across the top here. I have year long, I have goals, projects, and then I have various months that go across. And when I get too many sections, I get these little arrows that say, you got more sections down here. So you can see that I have, even a folder or a section for things for my 2023 taxes. I tell you, I use OneNote for everything. I keep everything in here, okay? All right. So the sections go across the top, and then when you get to click on one of those sections, you see all of these pages that come down all the way over here on the far right-hand side, okay? This is the traditional way that OneNote was laid out. For a while, there was an online version of OneNote, and it had a different tab arrangement that many people liked. So you can show that other tabs arrangement by going up here to View and then the tabs layout. So currently, we are in the horizontal tabs. That means that the tabs go across the page horizontally. If you would like to change it to the vertical tabs, you now see another little way that it can be laid out. So if your screen doesn't look exactly like mine, it may be that you have it set up for vertical tabs, okay? All right, this says that when you are ready to organize, open the side panel and create the sections inside your notebook, okay? All right, so it shows you here all of your pages, and then there's some little, like a little hamburger, those 3 little lines right there. So you can see your 2024, 2023, all of those down there. And you can make these wider if you want, so that you can see exactly what is there, okay? All right, so some people like this layout, and because I've been using OneNote for, I don't know, 20 years, a long time. I tend to like the more traditional layout that looks more like a notebook. And probably that's because I'm a retired teacher. I don't know, just the view of the vertical tabs or the horizontal tabs is what I like to see the best. Okay, so I'm back to the horizontal tabs. All right, now let's get back to that 2024 notebook. I set it up. And the first section that we are going to work on, the section we're going to do in today's video, is our year-long section. So I'm going to go up here to this tab, and I'm going to right-click on it, and I am going to rename that. It will no longer be called Section 1. It will be called Year-Long. Okay? And what I like to do in this section is I like to keep things that I refer back to all year long. All right? I know, I'm not very good at naming conventions, but that's okay. Now, when I was planning what I wanted to put in my 2024 Life Planner, the first thing that I need to put in here is my Calendarpedia year-long calendar, okay? So let's go out to Chrome, and I will bring up Calendarpedia. Okay, so here we are in Chrome, and all I need to do is type Calendarpedia 2024, because that is the kind of calendar that I'm looking for. And I know that I'm in the right place because I can already see pictures of the things that I am looking for. All right, so let's go to 2024 Calendarpedia, and I want the one that has United States federal holidays because I live in the United States, And my husband does kind of follow that government schedule. So I want to make sure that I have versions of the calendar that have all of those holidays linked. Okay? All right. Now, let's take a look at all of the different types that they have. All right. There are lots and lots of calendars in Calendarpedia. I have a complete video or two on Calendarpedia calendars. So I'm not going to go into all of the details about how to do that because you can go and watch those videos if you would like. But I do know for myself that this is the version of the calendar that I love. Okay, so let me make this a little bit smaller so we can see everything. And this is the landscape orientation, and they do it in kind of a future mode or a future planning mode if you are familiar with bullet journaling. And what I mean by that is the number day of the day and the day of the week is listed there, and then there's a blank space for you to use. Template 10 is the one that I really, really like, okay? I'm going to download it in Word format, and I'm going to click on that, and it is going to download. And then I can open that. And that is going to open in Word, and I can click Enable Editing if I would like. And here is my calendar. So you can see here that is 2024 calendar. It has the day, so January 1st is a Monday, and it's the holiday is New Year's Day, okay? So Martin Luther King Day is there on the 15th, and so on and so on, okay? This is a calendar that I love to use. So what I'm going to do, we're going to copy the whole thing, and I'm going to take it back into OneNote. So let's click back into OneNote. And on this blank page here, this first page in my new 2024 planner, I am going to hit paste. And it's going to come in looking like this, okay? It looks like a giant table. Now, all I have to do is go in and clean up some things. Let's highlight this and we will cut that. We'll paste it up here. All right. And I'm going to get rid of this Calendarpedia logo because there is one down here at the bottom that actually has the link to it. And that's the one that I like to keep. Okay. All right. And then we have all of our months going across. And what I like to do is I like to abbreviate these down to 3 letters for each month, so that I can make this the smallest possible cell that I can get, okay? So let me quickly go through and do that. Okay. And then you see that my entire calendar is right there, all right? Now, what I love about this is I can then just go in and as things come up, people's birthdays, anything that I want to remember, I can simply go into these cells next to the day. So let's say, let's just pick something random. And let's say February 8th is George's birthday. And it also happens to be a dinner party. So I can put that. And the nice thing about it being a table is those cells get bigger and bigger every time you want to add something, okay? So if I want to add yet a third thing, I can do that. I can add as many as I would like, okay? So I think that is absolutely great. I use this for long-term planning, when my vacations are, when activities are coming up, all of that kind of thing. So I also use this when I create my monthly dashboard. I will simply come in here, copy and highlight the entire month, and then take it to my monthly section. That way I don't have to retype everything. It's already stored there for me because this is where I've done my long-term planning, okay? All right, so I am going to give this page a name. It is going to be 2024 Year Long Plan. Okay. And you see when I give it a name up here, it adds that name to my page list over here. All right. Now, if I want to add another page, all I have to do is go up here to add page, and it will give me a brand new blank page for me to put things on. All right. Now, I have a number of other things that I want to bring into this year-long planner section. And let me show you by going back to my 2023 planner. And let's see. One of the things that I talked about in my year-long plan, I made a little diagram here for myself, is I want to do my 2024 year-long calendar, which you just saw me set up from Calendarpedia. I have a perpetual birthday calendar, time blocks, master garden list, and a meal planning list, okay? All of those things I want to bring forward. And one of the things that I did is in my year-long section, as I was going back and reviewing, if it was a page that I knew that I wanted to carry forward into 2024, I put one of these little carrots at the beginning of the page so that when I look back at my notebook pages that are here, I can very quickly say, yep, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one, okay? So let me show you, now that I have all of these pages marked or indicated with this little carrot at the beginning, how quickly it is to add those to my new notebook, okay? So here's my notebook and icons page. This was what my notebook looked like in 2024, and I'm going to keep that because I may use it again. I like it. All right, but what I can do is I can go up to this top one in this section, my perpetual birthday calendar. I can hit Shift. That will highlight all of those. See, all 4 of those pages are highlighted. Then I can right click. I can go down to copy or move. My copy or move dialog box comes up and says, all right, where do you want to move those to? And I say, ooh, I want to take those to my new 2024 planner, and I want them to go in the year-long section, okay? Now, I'm not going to delete them from 2023. I simply want to make a copy of them. So I'm not moving them from one place to another. I am duplicating them or making a copy of them, okay? So I'm going to hit copy. And then when I go back and look at my 2024 planner, you'll see now in my year-long section, there's my perpetual birthday calendar. There is my master gardener list. There is my master index. And there are my notebooks and icons, okay? Try doing that in a paper planner, huh? Yeah, you can't do that. Anyway, I was a paper planner for years as a teacher. We had to keep our lesson plan book, and I used to hate copying all of that stuff from month to week to day. Oh, it drove me crazy. So I was very happy when I could start digital planning. Okay. All right. So I have a couple other pages here. I have household monthly task list. It's kind of a master list that I like to do. So I'm going to take that. I have my daily time blocks where I kind of have my days broken out and all of the activities that I can get done during that time. So I want to take that forward. And then I also have my frequently used page templates. These are just tables and page templates that I've created. Like, for example, here's my health and habits page. So I want to make sure I take those. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to Shift, select all 3 of those, go down and say copy or move. Where do I want to move them to? 2024, year-long section, and make a copy. All right. And while that's working, I'm going to go on down and see if there is anything else. Oh, timeshare weeks. Yep, I need that one. So let's move that forward, make a copy of that. And again, we're going to take that to 2024, year long, and copy. My yearly home maintenance checklist, we're going to move that. Make a copy, move it to 2024, year long. There we go. Okay. All right. And that looks like all that I have from this particular sections for year-long things. So when I go back now and look at my 2024 Life Planner and I look at my year-long section, you see I have a bunch of pages here that all have those carrots with them, but I can now go back and make changes to these pages as I need to. For example, I am on my notebook and icon page. This happens to be the notebook layout that I used for 2023. I created a new notebook that I want to use for 2024, so let me go back and grab that, and I will add it to this page as a master notebook template. All right, so in my 2024 planner, and I talked about this in my last video, that I wanted to come up with this horizontal planner, and so this is going to be kind of my basic layout for this upcoming year. Okay, I want to make a copy of this notebook that I have, but in order to do that, the first thing that I need to do is make sure that the background is not set. Whenever you have a graphic that you're using as a background, you can set it or lock it in place. All right, so I need to unlock that or unset that. So right now you can see the little dash lines around for the graphic. Then what I can do is I can come up here with my either my lasso tool, so I could do a lasso if I wanted around everything like so, and that would highlight everything. Or if I'm just doing text, you know, let's say I'm in my regular home menu, I can just go up here and right click and drag across, and again that highlights everything. You see the graphic is there, you see all of the containers are there, and then I can say copy, and let's take that back to our 2024 page. And back here in our notebook page, I'm going to go down here so I have some blank space, and I'm going to say paste, and there you see it brings in the notebook background, all of the goals across, or all of the links across the top, and all of the links down the side. Okay, now remember, if I want to start using it from this page and wanted to add things to it, I would need to click on it to get those graphic lines to come up again, and I would go and set the picture as the background. That takes those away. Now the graphic doesn't move, and I can, I could go in here and I could draw on it if I wanted to. I could insert tables if I wanted to, all of that kind of stuff on top of this graphic. Okay? All right. Let's see, let's get rid of all of this, and let's go back and select that table to delete, because I want a nice, clean background, okay? All right, so now whenever I'm in my notebook and I need to know, well, which notebook do I want to use? All I can do is go to my notebook and icons page, and I have the one that I've created for 2024, or I can go back up here and use the one for 2023. All right, and all of my goofy icons are there, my house cleaning and all of that stuff, which you'll see me use in the future or in the past if you have been around for that. Okay. Well, there you have it. I have a lot of pages in here now, and what I want to do is I want to go back and check off the things that I was able to put in this particular section. So let's go up here. All right, I did my year long, so I'm going to put a check next to that. I have my birthday calendar. I have my time blocks. I have my master gardener list. I have not pulled my meal plan list forward yet, so I'm going to leave that. And then I also added my link to my Google Calendar and my link to my book journal pages, but I did not do one to my medical notebook. That may be what I do, replace that, the dollar sign where the budget stuff is. I may replace that with my medical notebook. Not sure yet. Still working out that, okay? Pages to add, 2024 year-long planner. I haven't done the maintenance log. I did do the home yearly maintenance. I moved that forward. And trip planner out. I have not done any of these yet. So it looks like I still Hi, little man. Did you want to say hi? You don't come around much when I'm filming. Did you want to say hi? This is little man. Say hi, little man. Aw, you're so cute. Are you sleepy? Is that what this visit is? You must talk into the microphone? You can talk into the microphone. He's a good boy, aren't you? His favorite game to play is Lollipop. All right, let's see if he'll settle there while I finish this. Sorry for the interruption. Well, as you can see, I still have a lot of things to add to my planner, but I plan on doing that in the next couple of videos with you. If you have learned anything or liked anything in this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. A like really is the best compliment that you can leave me, and I appreciate every single one. If you are not a subscriber, if you would think about subscribing, I would really appreciate that. And maybe turn your notifications all the way on. That really helps out my channel as well. And I am having so much fun setting up this notebook. I just want to keep going and going and going and going. So there will be more videos coming up this week and next week as I go through and set these sections up. If you have any questions for me, you can leave a comment below or send me a message through Instagram or Facebook. I do have accounts there as well. The links to those are in my bio if you would like to find those. And I hope you're having a great time setting up your own planner. Until next time, here's hoping that you can live a more organized and simplified life through better planning. I use OneNote. Okay, until next time, bye.